Hi, everyone, and welcome. I have something very, very special for you today. I'm interviewing a dear friend. His name is Amish Shah, and we're going to talk about something that is so powerful and proven and ancient. We're going
Yeah.
to go back in time and bring something forward for you that is going to make a huge difference in your life. Now, what's so cool about this ancient thing has actually been scientifically proven. So we've taken the ancient, we've put it under the microscope of modern science, and we've seen something amazing. And Amish is at the cutting edge of this. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Amish. Amish Shah, I'm going to read a little bit here. Amish Shah is a humanistic digital entrepreneur. Now, what the heck is that, right? You're going to find out in a minute. He specializes in marketing and technology, and his numerous online business, from apps to online publishing to software, have drawn over $50 million in sales over the past 11 years and gotten him a spot on, get this, Inc. 500, not once, but twice, as the CEO and founder of one of the fastest growing companies in America. Today, Amish focuses on deep origins. This is his passion, which is online publishing, education, and technology venture that helps digital tribes in various niches related to consciousness and personal growth and spirituality and business and peak performance. His vision that's really coming to light, and we're going to talk a lot about it in the next few minutes, is to combine ancient wisdom and harness emerging web and mobile technologies to transform how we learn and evolve. So, welcome, Amish. It's so great
Thank
to
you.
have you here. I'm so delighted that you're here with us today.
Thanks for taking out the time, and thank you everyone for watching this video. I'm really, really excited to share some of this material and really bring about some of that ancient wisdom. When you say thousands, you know how old it is. We're talking thousands upon thousands of years old. I've always been fascinated with the ancient world, like the pyramids in ancient India, and they talk about all these like like crazy things of meditation and yoga that we're now just trying to discover that are actually really good for us
Yeah.
in the health in from our health perspective, and manifesting and law of attraction and all of this like ancient stuff. People don't realize this goes back thousands of years. We might have new names for a lot of stuff that we talk about, but it actually was invented, some of it, thousands of years ago.
So, tell me about this new project now. How are you taking this fascination that you have and some of the information that you know and the science you've
Mhm.
actually tested? How are
Mhm.
you taking that into this next step now?
So what I'm doing is I am an online entrepreneur. That's like my what I call my previous life. I
And
had very, very good success
I have to
with
say, a brilliant one. Oh my God. I turn to Amish often to say, now, how do you? He's awesome. So,
So that's where I've spent most of the last like 10 to 12 years of being an entrepreneur, is being in the online kind of the software slash marketing space.
right.
And I was really good at it, but I felt like something was missing.
Mm,
And I actually got into very, very bad health, living a very outrageous lifestyle.
mm.
And sure enough, I was just going like this. Instead of going like this, I started going like this, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I really love doing? And how can I make money with what I really love doing? And I found that I was actually researching and studying ancient wisdom more than I was actually wanting to focus on my business at the time. And so I said, how can I combine these two? And that's what created Deep Origins. So
Mm.
we went out, we've shot a documentary on ancient civilizations. We're shooting more. We have a program called Project Yourself, or Project Yourself. There's kind of like a dual meaning. And
Cool.
that's about like meditation and guided meditations and ancient geometry that helps get your brain into alpha brainwave state. And we've combined that by proving the modern science pieces of it to show that this stuff actually exists. And then we have other products that we're shooting a documentary right now on Ayurveda, which is an ancient healing science. We have another product out that's on ancient astrology, Vedic astrology specifically. So it's really cool. But our big thing is, a lot of people think of this as like woo woo, and they're like, oh my God, the guy that can't meditate, and yoga is for people who want to sit there and meditation's om, and nothing to do with that.
Hmm.
Nothing to do with that. So that's why I created Project Yourself, is to figure out a way to bring it to more people, to make it accessible,
Mm.
to make some of these ancient practices more accessible and really understand how they were done. So we take the ancient practice or the ancient knowledge or the wisdom, And we've taken modern science and we've proven it. And not just that, we've taken modern day people such as Thomas Edison or Elon Musk or Napoleon Hill and some of these other experts, even Oprah and Russell Simmons. And we're actually showing how they may be using some of these pieces in their life.
Wow.
And so that's why Project Yourself is a culmination of all of that knowledge, plus the comparisons, plus the science behind it of how you can quite literally project yourself to your perfect self and create your perfect self and create your perfect life through guided meditations, through breathing exercises, through handwritten exercises, and stimulating your five senses. So sight, ear, taste, we have all of these things inside of Project Yourself. And so the big piece that we're really dialing into now is the meditation piece. And the meditation piece is very powerful. I mean, I'm sure you know prayer, meditation, just going inward for a second is huge.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's one of the most important practices that are out there. It literally changes people's lives. It's funny.
mhm.
I was doing a little bit of reading yesterday on some meditation as I was thinking about you, and there's this man who was, I think he was about 65 years old. His health had deteriorated dramatically, and he had decided to try and make some changes. And
Mm,
he started with meditation. That's where he
mhm.
started. And within 3 years, so he's 65, 67, 68,
68.
he started meditating, and then that led to other things, and he started doing yoga. And 3 years later, at 68, he not only doesn't have a walker, but he can do headstands without his head touching
Wow.
the ground. He's like this
Wow.
master.
Wow.
Now, I know that's kind of an extreme example,
Yeah.
but he was in a wheelchair and started with
I
meditation.
I can tell you the same exact thing that's my story is that I used to meditate on and off when I was younger, so I knew like the essence of it, and I
Uh-huh.
remember feeling really present with it, when I was doing it, and then I found success very quickly, and I just started. I just lived a very crazy lifestyle, working really hard, partying really hard,
Yeah.
eating whatever I wanted to, not working out, not exercising, nothing. So I had lost everything. I was 30 pounds heavier than I am now. I had a fatty liver. I had near adrenal failure, and my cholesterol was over 300. Now, if anyone knows anything about cholesterol, that's like my doctor said I'm the second for running in the office of the highest cholesterol, and the other guy's like 65, really doesn't care, old, just miserable and about to die.
Right.
And I was just like, what am I doing to myself?
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, my God, I was 29 at the time. Think
Yeah.
about that, 29. And I was making these millions of dollars, and I was just, it was wild to me. It was just wild to me. And I was like, what did I do to myself? And where did I go wrong? And I was suicidal and I was depressed and I
Oh
was
my
like
gosh, isn't that
smoking
something?
cigarettes. And I was just like, who did I turn into?
Right.
What am I?
Yeah. So
And
success is not really the domain here.
it's
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah. It's
and
not the only domain, at least.
exactly. It's not. And a lot of people, I feel like we get caught up in that,
Yeah.
and it's like, go get the money, go get that, go get this, achieve this, and we get stuck and we don't think about every other aspect of our life. And so I started meditating again. I was like, just let me get back to normal somehow. So I just said, I'm gonna start meditating. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna keep meditating. And I want to get back to where I was like 5, 6, 7 years ago when I felt so present in my body and so present in my life. And I knew what I was achieving and creating and, all of that stuff. And so I started meditating, and that led to health, and that led to this, and that led to better businesses and better business partners and better people in my life, such as yourself, and surrounding myself with just nicer, more, just powerful people. And
Yeah.
the transformation in the last 4 years of people who really know me have said, "Oh my God, you've done like one of these." And so for me, meditation was at the root of it. So if we can tap into that deeper power within ourselves, then anything, the rest is possible, right? If you
Yeah.
can tap into that deeper inner power of yourself, health becomes accessible.
It's so
Money becomes accessible. All your inner riches become accessible.
yeah, it's so interesting, Amish. I was talking to someone yesterday about nutrition and health, and then there's also the kind of inner game.
Hmm.
And I know people that have been very focused on nutrition and exercise even. They spent years on really healthy eating, really healthy. but they haven't addressed the inner game. And all of a sudden health issues are showing up.
Hmm.
And then I know all of these people on the other side that have done so much inner work, so much inner stuff, and they haven't done any of the nutrition or exercise stuff, right? So
Yeah.
so what the key for me is there's this balance, and
Yes,
that
absolutely.
achieving is great and having success is wonderful. But if you're also not playing this with the inner game, and meditation is one of the most powerful points of access, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And what happens in meditation is you go into alpha brainwave state. And while you're in meditation, what happens is as we grow up and throughout our lives, we hold stress in our bodies.
Yeah.
And that can be in your heart, that could be in your liver, that could be in your kidneys, that could be in your brain, in your eyes, and in our organs. Everywhere across our body, we hold stress in our bodies. And when you're meditating, that stress gets relieved. And this is being proven with science now. Harvard has studies, Stanford has studies. They're saying that meditation increases the neuroplasticity in your brain.
Mm.
So it creates new neural pathways to make the connections in your brain fire quicker so that you can think better and more rapider, if that's a real word. And
That's new neuroplasticity.
exactly. Yeah. And so, it's this science that just are starting to come out over the last, like, 6 years or so, is starting to really bring light to how powerful meditation is and what it's doing for people. They're starting to implement it in schools, and they're starting to see fights are stopping. And they're starting
Wow.
to see that grades are going up. They're
Wow.
starting to see such powerful things that even children are affected by it. And, just for me, that was like a huge wake up call. It's like, oh my God, why don't we create a meditation experience of some sort? I've been doing it for so long now. I've been meditating every single day. Every single day. I've probably missed about 15 days over the last 2 years.
Wow, is that right?
And I've only missed 2 days. And before that, I do it pretty consistently. I wasn't as consistent. I'd say 3 to 4 times a week, just when I
Right.
had a chance. And before that, it wasn't that much. It was every now and then. And before that, it was never. So I've seen my progression. I've seen what I've gone through, and it's not like I've gained superpowers. It's almost like I've shedded off the stuff that I don't need in my life anymore. And so when people say like meditate to gain superpowers and all that, yes, there's a little bit of aspect of that. But what it is more than anything else is your brain and your body is actually starting to work.
Uh,
And that is what the superpower is. It's starting to talk. They're like, oh my God, that makes sense. That makes sense. And you're like, oh, I don't need that anymore. And it's those connections that actually cause the neural pathways to fire and for you to become smarter. It all starts up here and here. It's the two places where
yeah,
everything is
yeah,
controlled.
yeah.
Your heart and your brain control a lot of things, right, in your life. So we're starting to see the American Heart Association talk about how meditation reduces coronary disease by up to 65%.
Oh my
So heart
gosh.
attacks can be
Really?
reduced by 65% by meditating.
65%. Isn't that something?
American Medical Association is trying to come out with their studies. So you're starting to see these new people jumping in and being like, look at these studies on meditation and how powerful it is.
Yeah,
And
so
so,
meditation is kind of now part of this focus for you. And tell me a little bit about more about I know that you have plans for meditation for us.
mhm.
So what can my audience now? I think you
Yeah,
have something for them that I'm really excited
I'm
about.
really excited about it.
Share a little bit
It's
more about that.
amazing. My wife and I put together an amazing program, and it's the 9 day Inner Riches meditation experience. And it goes for 9 days. Every single day, why we made it 9 days is this goes back to the ancient geometry that I talked about,
Right.
had 9 different levels. If you convert the geometry to English, it's called instrument of creation. And instrument of creation, the 9 levels, has a certain aspect of your life, a certain quality of your life that you can improve to create your perfect outcome, to tap into those inner riches. So what we've done is every single day for 9 days, we've created a meditation along with an exercise, along with some knowledge and education and wisdom that is packed into these posts that we create for you. And they'll be unlocked one day at a time. And you listen to the meditation. It has binaural beats in the background so that it sinks in even deeper into your subconscious, and it frees that up and it creates that superpower within you. So within 9 days, our goal is to create as many superhumans as we can that tap into their inner powers, their inner riches of abundance and creation, to tap into that power. Everyone has it inside of them. Everyone thinks their life is going wrong, or if their life is going right, it could be better.
Right.
And I really believe that through these 9 days, that we can tap into that power and really bring that out for
And
them.
this is absolutely free of charge, that they don't have to, they just go.
There's no cost. No.
Okay, so they just have to go and register
Yep.
and kind of take you up on this challenge to spend the next 9 days with you
Yep.
using this ancient sacred geometry that you've implemented into each day
Yep.
as the whole 9 days. And
Hmm.
by the end of 9 days, they now are superhuman.
Yep. And there's
Well,
guided
that's
meditations
easy.
and exercises and tools and education and PDFs. I mean, there's
Okay,
lots
there's
of
more
awesome
than that.
stuff we're
Okay,
giving
so
away. Ton of
there's
value.
educational information as well
Yeah.
on what it is. This is really cool because I think there's this you talked about this and this, right? The mind and the heart.
Yeah.
And when you give when I always believe that when you supply educational information about it, the mind has something to chew on and go, oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And now you've also having these 9 meditations specifically,
So you can feel it.
so you can feel it and actually embody it in your heart. So, as always, Amish, you are addressing the holistic aspect of us as humans. And I'm so excited that you're going to take us by the hand and take us on this sacred, ancient, and yet modern journey
Hmm.
into really becoming superhuman and improving the neural pathways in our being
And
and
this is what I've
lighting up
used
everything.
to create the success in my life and to create the wealth in my life, to create the better health and drop 25 pounds in my life, to fix the relationship with my wife. I mean, all of that
Wow.
stuff was done through this experience. So it's my way of just giving, it's our way of giving back. So,
Oh, that's
really want to
cool.
say thank you for more than anything else for sharing this.
Oh, I'm so delighted to share this. And if you guys are getting the idea here, this is something really special. From a very, very special guy. It's from a very special soul. Someone who has figured it out for himself, who is incredibly successful and did it the hard way, and is now seeing how balance can make a difference
Mm,
and not only bring you success, which I believe this can do, but also bring you harmony and peace in your mind, in your body, in your being. So if that's something you've been looking for, if you've been struggling a little bit with your life these days, if you've been having moments where you're wondering what's missing, like
mm.
Amish had, then this is your chance to move the needle and to find and discover you anew, to find and discover a more superhuman version of you, a more divine you, if you will. That's
Yeah.
at least that's what I would say. So go right now. Right below this video is a button that'll get you right into Amish's program. All you have to do is register and
Yep.
then play with Amish for the next 9 days. Take us up on this challenge.
Take us up on it. You will not regret it. It is powerful. We have
Yeah.
hundreds and thousands of testimonials when we've done this before. So
Oh,
like I am very, very excited. Very.
awesome, awesome. I'm thrilled. So don't wait another minute. This is like what have you got to lose? Just take 9 days and take I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna definitely do this. So take
Cool.
Amisha up on this
I want you.
challenge. I'm gonna talk about it too. Yay! I'm gonna meditate with Mish for the next 9 days using the binaural beats. By the way, binaural beats, Amish, sometimes we get questions about that. There's no mind control or anything going on with
No,
that kind
no.
of
So
stuff,
what
is
it
it?
does is our brains are generally left-sided or right-sided, and we're constantly either being constantly creative or constantly being analytical, right? And it's very rare that we can blend the two. So what binaural beats does is it plays a tone in your left ear, plays a tone in your right ear, and it sounds like a singular tone when your brain is actually interpreting it. So it actually syncs your left brain and your right brain
Oh my
together.
God, that is so powerful.
So that when you're meditating and you're listening to this, it sinks into your deep subconscious. So
Oh.
there's no mind control or anything.
Okay, good. Yay,
No.
thanks. Thanks for explaining that. Really helps. So you can
Yeah.
see that there's technology here to assist you in going deeper. This is going to be
Mhm.
a powerful experience for you. I'm really excited at who you're about to be in 9 days. So scroll down right now, click that button, and thank you so much, Amish, for sharing
Thank
your
you.
heart with us
Thank
and
you.
sharing your passion with us and helping all of us to become superhuman in the process.
I hope everybody joins us on this journey. It's going to be truly amazing, and we're really excited to be sharing this with you. Really, really excited to be sharing this with you. There's so much of us that can be opened up, and thank you again, Jennifer, for sharing this.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Amish. And I'll be wanting to hear from you folks how it's going, and I'm going to be sharing as well. So thanks for joining us on this journey. Thanks, Amish, and Here we go.
Let's go.
Superhuman on the way.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.